Call this beat Will Smith, cause it slaps hard. Hear it not when I pull up on your boulevard.
So women can tell I'm not getting no play?
Anybody, all 462 people in the chat room can tell you ain't getting no play. That's the energy you're getting.
Yo, real talk, Kevin's absolutely right. Most people can typically tell from a guy if he knows how to deal with women or not. And women, especially since they're already intuitive, have a really great read on this. So if you're wondering, if you're walking about in the world and you're wondering if women can tell that you've never been with another woman or that you've never been able to really have success in the dating realm, most of them can tell based on your stance, based on how you're walking, based on how you're talking to them, your general attitude, and so forth and so on.
Because you're a guy that said you don't think you should have to approach women. They should give you choosing signals. Where would you rank yourself on a scale from 1 to 10? How tall are you?
Oh, so for years, for the last couple of years he was doing the show, women were saying that he was being sexist and misogynistic because he was asking them their weight and their height. I just wanted to point out that Kevin was doing this for men. And you're going to see the way in which he talked to men about this is at times a lot worse than he talked to women. So I just wanted to say, you could say he might have been a-holish for doing it, but you can't say he was misogynist because he did it to everybody.
I'm 5'10".
5'10". How much do you weigh?
Uh-oh. I weigh about...
To what?
Depending on the day, between 280 to 285.
So you're a fat
Yeah.
So you think a 5'10", almost 300-pound dude, how much money you make?
Like 482 weeks.
You make less than $10,000 a year. Okay.
But how many 20-year-olds is Henry?
Hold on. Dude, I was a 20-year-old and I was making far more money than that. In the 80s, where minimum wage was $3.35 an hour. So I need to hear it. How long you got a big?
Huh?
You have.
So let's just judge the meters, right? Because women got mad again for like him judging them on their size and stuff. He's judging men on their size, their height, how much money they make, and if they've got strong packaging downstairs. All right. Now, one could argue how they feel about that, but the reality is Kevin's absolutely right. Women are going to be judging you guys based on these things. Now, we already know that they judge on height, all right? But they also are looking at your weight in terms of how healthy you are, because you could be like kind of chubby and still be, running and doing push-ups regularly. But this guy's at 5'10" and 280. Like I'm 5'10" myself. So the healthy weight range ends at like 168. So he is now close to 125 pounds over that. So sorry to say, guys, women are going to judge that. They're going to judge the money you make, because realistically, when a woman's looking to get into a situation, she's looking at, can the man take care of himself? Can the man potentially take care of me on the off chance that I get pregnant and have to like sit out of work? Like, we still got to survive. I still got doctor's appointments to go to. Like, a lot of these are subconscious thoughts, because like a 20-year-old woman is not like consciously thinking about, if we get married someday, X, Y, and Z, he needs to have money. But this is not to say you have to be a completely rich dude. But if you can't make even like $50,000 to $70,000 a year, then women are going to look at that and be like, are there better options out there? And for most of you guys that are in your 20s and early 30s, women at those ages can still get top tier guys that make a whole lot more to be able to support the kind of lifestyle they think they might be getting into. Okay. And then getting into the whole having a big package, that's a conversation you can have with women. From what I've heard, it's not that it has to be all that big, but his point is that if you don't have all this other stuff, you better have a reason. And your reason better be that you got enough sufficient packaging down there to where a woman will say, well, he's kind of broken on his mama's couch, but he satisfies me in the bedroom, so I'm good. If you ain't got that and you got any of those other things, you're going to be struggling out here to get women.
Have a big.
I mean, it's above average. I ain't no Ron Jeremy.
No. I asked you if you had a big. I didn't say it was above average.
I don't know what that is, really.
You know if you got a big or not. Stop the bullshit. Every dude know whether or not he got a big. I know I got a big. You don't know?
I mean,
you don't have a big.
That's true, guys. You know it. Stop lying. You know if you have a big one or not. You know.
That's the point. You don't have a big. You don't have a big wallet. You a fat dude.
And again, it's not that bigger dudes can't get women, but they're going to judge you on various metrics. So if you are big, but you are like 6'2" and you make a lot of money and you got a big, you can get away with like not having 1 out of the 4. But to have like all those things against you, it's going to be a hard fight, guys. Kevin's absolutely right.
you got a lot of nerve thinking you should get choosing signals at 5'10" and 300 pounds, making less than $1,000 a month at 20 years old.
So again, laying out the math. And it's funny, again, this is the same thing, women, that you guys got mad at him for. But notice this dude. This dude is being called the worst stuff, and he's just kind of laughing it off and saying, yeah, Kevin, you're right, blah, 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 because he understands. And men generally know, like, if I completely get out of shape, for example, and women aren't choosing me, I can be mad at it, but I will know it's because I let myself go. Like, we inherently know on some level as men that this is our fault. This is what we need to do to fix these things. And I might have been lazy not doing them, but I know what they are. So I can't be completely mad, even though I wish I could get the results that I want. You know, so as a guy, you got to take ownership of where you're faltering and fix those things, because women are going to be judging and they're not going to care about your sob story.
And women should approach you. What they get, they don't even get a big.
Oh man. So yeah, Kevin was absolutely right here. Like, you got to make sure that you're getting your stuff up. You got to make sure that you're establishing yourself better, getting those goals. Be sure to work out. You can't change your height, guys. So a lot of you guys write me saying, I'm 5'6", 5'7", I don't know, blah, blah, blah. Fine. That's one thing you have against you. If you have that one thing against you, but the other things are lined up in place, then you should be generally fine. But make sure that you're working towards those, because if you're not, then you're just sitting there saying, I'm out of shape and I'm short and I don't have any money, but women won't date me. Woe is me. And again, women don't owe you understanding and the world does not care. All right. So thanks for watching that portion of the show. And by the way, my album, Kevin Samuels Was Right, is coming out on May 3rd, 2023. So be sure to get it when it comes out.
What the French toast? What the French toast? Brothers mad and they